means of forcing an RP scenario. When you if you shooting your gun and you shoot him in the head, that's cool. But if you type it in in-game interactions, IGI. As I said that, you basically forcing his character to die. Remember what I'm about to say next. Nobody can tell you that your character is dead except for yourself. You're the only person who can decide that you're cool. Somebody, you driving down the street, somebody start crashing to the back of your car like 6 times. That's gonna force you to pull over. They're forcing you to do a scene with them. Nobody can force you to do a scene with them. Next is fear RP. Fear, like you're scared of something. Fear. Let me add this person back real quick.
Shut up, nigga. Shut up, nigga.
Sounds like.
Give me a sec.
You're so cool.
Gonna get your ass jumped.
You're so cool.
Are you gonna go to church today?
Kill yourself.
You going to church today, Danny? You joining class? Why are you mad?
Cause you're a fake ass faggot.
Alright, Sniper Gang.
You mad? For what, nigga?
Sniper Gang Glee.
Nigga, I was gonna run you Bogdans, but you keep talking.
Fear RP, yo. Fear RP. This is the concept that your character
Nigga,
is
what?
afraid to die.
You mad cause of a game, nigga?
Concept that your character is afraid to die.
You
So
serious,
if
my
you describe
nigga?
Fear RP, you were in a situation where you should have been scared, but you act like you wasn't. So example, 2 versus 1. If it's just me versus 2 people, I gotta do what they say to do. I can't shoot them. None of that. If it's 2 versus 1, just do exactly
You
what they
mad?
say to do.
You
Not
mad?
stuff like
You
that.
mad?
Fear RP. Next is repetitive RP. Repetitive RP. This is when you repeat the same scenes over and over. Repetitive RP is when you repeat the same scenes over and over. So, as a junior, it's a bunch of stuff you can do, like host events, car shows, car races, parties, things like that. So it's hard to get in trouble for repetitive RP as a junior. Once you become a senior for PS4 or a basic for Xbox, y'all get to have semi-auto pistols. You can rob people for like money, and you can shoot people.
I told her to send
If
me
you're
a
constantly going around
selfie.
robbing people and shooting people, you will get demoted back to a junior. When you become an advanced, you get to steal people's cars and kidnap people if you got a reason. If you're constantly kidnapping people and stealing people's cars, you can get demoted back to a senior or a basic. So you won't get striked for this, but you can lose your rank, so you can get demoted. So try not to do repetitive scenes. Just make sure you mix it up a little bit. Next is the voice chats. So when you're in a role-play session, you gotta always use a voice chat. When you want to talk to someone out of RP or out of character, you go to a 10-1 voice chat. That's 10-1 voice chat. Example, I got shot in the head. I'm not gonna be like, hey, sick man, you just shot me in the head. That's considered talking out of character, talking out of RP. You will get in trouble for that. Only place you can talk out of that, out of character, out of RP is 10-1. That's the only voice chat you can talk out of RP. Next is civilian voice chat. So that's when you around the same, like if you around you around your homies, y'all in the same spot, y'all in the same car, you're gonna be in the same civilian chat. Now, Sick Mate was in civilian chat 8, nowhere around me. I'm in civilian chat 1. If I want to talk to him, I use voice chat.
When? Who was I cussing out?
Ring, Sick Mate.
You were like, oh yeah, not
like
you.
picks up, he'll say what's up or whatever.
But you know you're
That's
directly
like
telling
a
him.
phone call.
Okay, and was he mad about it? No, I
I
wasn't getting it, and I wasn't doing it. Did he care
Was
about
it
it?
funny?
No, so
Was
quiet
it
about
funny?
it.
Was it funny?
And at the end, what was I doing to him? Nothing.
Was it funny? Was it funny? Was it funny?
Hey, and when I start killing him, like, Danny, stop killing him.
Yeah, we're in the middle of a glitch, you stupid fuck. Why would you kill us?
Me, I'm not allowed to kill him.
No, we're in the middle of a
Well,
glitch.
that sucks for you.
Chat with you and explain what
Sucks for
happened.
you.
Next is a scene chat.
And did you
Like
end
I
up
said,
getting
car
cards?
shows,
End up getting your cards?
You're so greedy, nigga. Shut the fuck up. They got passed. They got passed. I don't give a fuck.
You got like 6 of them.
This nigga's always so greedy for cash, nigga. At least you got a million. I told you I was gonna run you more.
Last is a landmark
You
location.
literally said, I said, alright,
go to the
I'll give
LS
you 1
custom,
second
get your
when
car
I
paid.
left. So shut
You'll
the
go to the
fuck up.
LS custom
I
voice
said
chat.
I'll give you more,
You go to
but
the
you
clothing
nigga didn't want
store, you go to the clothing store voice chat. You go to jail voice chat. Yellow Jack to have some drinks with your friends. Yellow Jack
What up, my
voice
nigga?
chat. So it's a bunch of them. You'll see them once you join the server. If you're in that area and you know that it's a voice chat for it, you'll go ahead and join that one.
So I was
Next is IGI. This is in-game interactions.
Get your mic, nigga.
So everybody in this chat, go ahead and scroll up. Right above the voice chat, the waiting room, it'll say in-game interactions. Right above the waiting room, it says in-game interactions. If you can see it, put a period and push enter.
Okay.
If you can't, let me know.
Got it.
I'm gonna give y'all a couple seconds to find it. Right above the voice chat, it says waiting room, in-game interactions. If you see it, put a period. If you can't, let me know. Can anybody not see it?
What?
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and explain what you use this for. So when you're in a session,
it's literally not
anything that you can't do in the GTA. So I'm gonna give some examples first. I'm gonna just type them down. Eat, drink, smoke, fix car, yeah, things like that. So I'm gonna talk it out real quick. So if I was to join session at 4 in the afternoon, I just got on the game, I got into the session. First thing I'm gonna type here, I'm gonna be like, wakes up, shower, eat, brush teeth, puts on clothes, leaves house, looks at car, admires car, you know, anything like that, ties shoe, puts baseball bat in trunk, you know, things like that. This is where you're gonna put in-game interactions. You're gonna put everything that you could possibly think of doing in in-game interactions. Everything. So like I told you, if I was getting ready to snipe one of y'all, I would definitely put it in in-game interactions. I'd be like, gets ready to sniper, I'd be like, aim sniper, grab sniper from trunk, something like that. You know, this is basically everything that you can't do in session. So, you know, everybody will be able to see this, but, you know, they can't base their next action off what they read. So go ahead, give me some examples of what you would do in session if you were in session right now. Also, remember, don't say anything sexual, because you will get in trouble.
Let my car. You want us to type it?
Yep, go ahead and type it. Give me an example. Yeah, you ain't gonna say load up gun. Y'all ain't gonna have no guns as juniors. Don't worry about saying nothing like that. So yeah, these are some good examples.
So like anything?
Mostly anything. Don't say nothing sexual. Don't say nothing to cook.
If I don't know if mine's aggressive or not, but
go ahead, put it out there right now. Which one was it? Yeah, right there. Appreciate you for putting that. You're not gonna sell no drugs as a junior. I was just getting ready to type that. A lot of people do want to be drug dealers right from the jump. You gotta earn your respect around here. If you're a junior, don't worry about selling no drugs.
Okay.
No drugs at all. So I'm glad y'all understand that. Next part is cops. So if you get pulled over by a cop, I'm gonna use Cybernick. I'm gonna use you as an example since you're the last person. So if you get pulled over by a cop,
God damn.
they're gonna pat you down. You know, you got a warrant for your arrest. They're gonna take you out, handcuff you, pat you down. When they pat you down, they're gonna type that. Search is Nick. What do I find? At that moment, Nick got to tell me everything that's on his person. Whatever he got to tell me everything that's in his pocket. So I found the ID. That's good. He ain't got nothing on him. I'm gonna go ahead and put him in the cruiser. I'm gonna still search his car anyway. So if they say search his car, what do I find? You gotta tell me everything that's in that car. It don't matter if you hit it or anything. If it's in the car, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, let the cop know exactly what they found. And always reply in IGR, even with your name. They'll be like, what your name is, you know what I'm saying? You can say your name, but if they want you to spell it, they're gonna say flex your muscles, flex your IGR.
Do you gotta do this flash before?
You don't have to do the slash if you don't want to. Yeah, some people don't do the slash. So yeah, I found a case of beer, change, and some cigarettes. So you know what I'm saying? He ain't got nothing bad. He just had a warrant for his arrest. We're gonna go ahead and take him to jail. But always remember, always reply in IGR. That's with cops and with anybody else. If you was to get robbed or something, and they say searches you, you gotta reply in IGR exactly what they found. Do not lie. You know what I'm saying? Don't lie about what they found on you. Just keep it a buck. Don't lie to them. Next is EMS. So you do not have to know every single EMS vital, but they will ask you a few vitals to check and see if you're all right. One of them is your pulse. Your pulse goes by 60 to 100 beats per minute. That means you're okay. If it's 60 to 100, that means you're okay. You're only going to give them one reply. So it's going to be like 50 beats per minute, 40 beats per minute. It's not going to be 40 to 50. It's going to be one number. So give me an example. If you just got ran over, you call EMS, what would your pulse be right now? Remember, below 60 means you hurt. 60 to 100 means you all right. Yeah, so thank you for putting no pulse. So if you ain't got no pulse, they will try to revive you. They'll give you they'll probably stick you with something most likely, or whatever it's called. So if they do that,
morphine.
The defibrillator.
Yeah, they'll do that. Yeah, that's what it's called, defibrillator or something. But they'll give you that, and if you ain't got no pulse again, when they ask them like rechecks pulse, What is it? If it still say no pulse, your character is automatically dead. So I did tell you nobody can decide your character is dead except for yourself. Remember that. That's very important. But with EMS, if you say no pulse twice, you dead. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no coming back. You gotta make another character. Not on GTA, but for the session. So you're gonna have the same character, but you're gonna have to change everything. For the ones that pass, there's a CAD system. That's where you create your character name, your address, where you live, your cars that you register, your license. If you die, you gotta make that all again. You gotta start all the way up. New name, new life, basically. You feel me? So remember that. If they check your pulse and you still dead, you automatically dead. Next is blood pressure. Most of them rarely check the blood pressure now, but just know the average blood pressure is 120/80. That's the average. So if you hurt, it's going to be below those two numbers. This will be two numbers. 100/50, 30/60, whatever you want. You know, it's two numbers below this. If you're all right, it's going to be above it or right there. So they know that you're all right. Yeah, what's up?
So you say 100/50, that's basically you saying you're all right?
Nah, 120/80 is all right.
120/80.
If it's below those two numbers, that means you hurt.
Okay, I got you.
So yeah, that's some good example. That's cool. 140, you all right. 140/80, I mean you all right.
140/80.
The average, 120/80 is the average.
Okay.
Next is the oxygen levels. They also call it O2 levels. 220 mean you probably a little bit more. But yeah, 90 to 100% is the average O2 levels, also known as oxygen levels. So if you got ran over, you got shot, collapsed lung, internal bleeding, or something like that, what would your O2 levels be at? If 90 to 100% is average, what would your O2 levels be at? If it says 0, like I said, they'll try to make you better. If they recheck it and you still say 0, you dead.
You say 0, okay.
So yeah, that's some good examples right there. Anything below 90 means you are hurt. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna give you some things that's not on the test, but for the ones that pass, it's very important. So I'm gonna use them again as an example. Give me 1 second. Okay. So I'm gonna use Cybernick as an example again. If you're in session and Cybernick was like, "Hey, Quay, where you at?" I'm gonna be like, "I'm gonna ping you my location." This is exactly how you type it. Pings Cybernick location. At that moment, Cybernick can check his map and see where I'm at. Remember, no mapping. This is one of the only two ways you can map. No mapping. Remember that. But if somebody says pings at you location, you can look at that map to see where they at. Only you, nobody else. Another one. If you got into a car wreck, or you go to the store to buy something, you're gonna pull up on somebody you ain't seen before, or you don't know who it is. What you do? You pause your map for 2 seconds. See who in front of you, and unpause your map. Go to their voice chat and talk to them. You only pause your map just to see who you're talking to. I'm a mod, so we also be pausing our maps to see if y'all are on y'all's. If we catch you on your map and you didn't say please location, or you've been on your map for 5-10 seconds, we can be like, why you on your map? You know what I'm saying? Explain why you were on your map. Nobody pinged your location. You weren't near anybody. Why were you on your map? If you don't got no good reason, you will be getting in trouble. Unless you pinging location or talking to somebody that you didn't know who it was, so you had to find out. That's the only
just one question.
Yeah.
Are we gonna be playing with like other ranks? Like, is there gonna be like upper ranks in the game as well, or is it just juniors?
Everybody's gonna be junior, senior, and advanced. If you got Xbox, it's gonna be junior, basic, and advanced.
Thank you.
Yep.
Hey, question.
Another thing. Yeah, what's up?
So, let's say that you're a senior and you die. Do you go back to basic, or do you go back to?
You're still the same. You're still the same.
Alright, thanks.
Pick up. Alright, so the next thing I'm typing is not on the test, like I said, but it's very important for the ones that pass. Cause cousin to drop off car, cause cousin to pick up car. You cannot despawn and respawn your vehicle in the middle of nowhere, like in front of everybody. If you despawn a vehicle, you gotta say cause cousin to pick up car. You gotta park that vehicle behind the building. It doesn't have to be your cousin, just make sure you call somebody to pick it up in IGI. So if I catch one of y'all, you know what I'm saying, despawning your car and I look in IGI and I don't see you say call somebody to pick it up, you will be getting in trouble for FRP. You always gotta despawn, and when you despawn, you gotta park it behind the building and tell somebody to pick it up. Same way for dropping it off. If I see a car pop up in the middle of the street, and I look in IGI and I don't see you say cars cousin to drop off car or something like that, you will be getting in trouble. So always type that in IGI. Another important thing to know that will be part of power gaming, if you get killed or something, on your screen is going to say wasted. Even though it says wasted, you're going to pop back up in another spot. If you pop up in another spot, which most times you will, you're going to go right back to the spot you died at, or close to the same spot that you died at. Do not pop up in that spot and keep going like you died right there. You know what I'm saying? You just got shot. You're not dead, but you hurt. So you got to go back to that spot and RP your injuries out. In IGI, you will put something like, call a friend to come pick me up, call 911 at 911. That's how you call 911. You'll say at 911. So I'm going to go ahead and type it so you know. Just like that. That's how you're going to type it in the server. Calls 911. You're going to add them to them. You can only do that 3 times. Do not put more than 3 at 911s or you will get in trouble for spam. So like I said, you get killed, you know what I'm saying, pop back on your screen, go back to the spot that you died at. Not RP from where you popped up at.
Oh, do we type, like...
Yo, what's up?
Do we type 911 and then just, like, drive to the location we died, or, like...
Nah, you ain't even got to drive. You really just run back. It ain't going to be too far.
Alright. Yeah.
But when you type it, calls 911, it's also a voice chat that says at 911. So you will go to that voice chat, a cop or somebody going to pick it up and ask you what's wrong and all that.
Yeah.
Next is business open and close. Yo, what's up?
When you do call 911, do you have to put, what happened? Like, okay, like, a robbery or something after this?
You talking about body armor?
Like that. Do you do that? Or...
No. Oh, yeah, you can say that. You can explain why you calling them if you want to. That'll be even better so they can be on the way. Calls 911, robbery at LS Custom. You feel me? They're going to be on the way while they talking to you.
Alright.
Also, I know you didn't say nothing about armor, but it's good that you said that. So when you become a senior in advance, you will be getting shot at. In IGI, you can say puts on armor. You know what I'm saying? You got to also put the armor in your trunk or in your car, whatever, in case you're driving around and get shot. So you got to have multiple armors in your car or near your possession. You feel me? So if you get shot, you're going to put in IGI. You might have died right there wasting on your screen. You're going to put in IGI. Takes off armor. Damn, I typed that wrong. Takes off armor. So when you took it off, you ain't got to RP no injuries. You got shot in your body armor, so you took it off. You go back to the spot you died at, take off the body armor, and you can just keep shooting it out, or you can go ahead and retreat, whatever you want to do. But if you ain't got no body armor on, you never had it on, don't cap and say you had it on, because if they report you for that, people will check IGI to see if you put body armor in your trunk or on your body. If you didn't, as FRP, you will get in trouble. So remember that people will check IGI if you get reported. We will check that. Next is business open and close. So if you're in session, then there's businesses that will be open and closed. There's a business open and close tab. You can check that to see if the business is open or closed. If it says closed, do not go in that shop. If you go in that shop, you will get in trouble. The main one is the LS Custom. There's people that work there. They will post it. Like I said, you pull up to it, you see somebody in front, pause your map, see who it is real quick, go to their voice chat, talk about a payment, go inside. If it's closed, nobody's going to be there. It's going to say closed on business, open and closed. Do not go in that shop. If you do, you get caught, you will get sent back to training or strike. So, you know what I'm saying? If you're a week past already, you will get strike. If you're not a week past, it's your first offense, it don't matter. You're going back to training. We always go over that. That's very important. Do not go into any store if it says closed. Next is the vehicles that you could drive as a junior. These are the only ones. So I do advise y'all remember these. The only vehicles you could drive as a junior is a compact, like a compact rifle, compacts. Coupes, COUPES, coupes. Bicycles.
Hello?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Bicycles. Muscle cars. Off-road vehicle, off-road.
You got a question?
Yeah.
Would a dirt bike be counted as like an off-road vehicle or like a motorcycle?
They count those as motorcycles.
Alright.
Off-road sedans, SEVANS, sedans. Sports classics, 2 words. SUVs, and boats. If it's not one of those, you cannot drive it as a junior civilian. If it's not one of those, you cannot drive it. The only upgrades is engine 1 and transmission will have turbo. Only weapons you can have is a baseball bat, a wrench, and
What was the last one? Oh, go ahead.
So say like we get upgrade to like senior, are we gonna have to redo the card to like register?
Nah. If you buy another car though, you will have to register. Every car you buy, you will have to register.
Okay. Alright, so the last part, you said, I heard you said baseball bat, wrench, and what was the last one?
Hammer. Baseball bat, wrench, and the hammer. That's the only weapons you can have as a junior.
What about the suspension?
Hold on. Lamar Davis, you get the engine upgrades and stuff that I was saying?
Yeah.
Alright. Somebody got a question?
What about the suspension? Are you allowed to have suspension on your vehicles?
Oh yeah, we don't care about nothing else like spoilers, all that other stuff you can get, but you can only so we're gonna be checking for engine 1 and transmission 1, no turbo.
What about like the Benny's vehicle? Is that alright?
Yeah, you can drive some of those too, as long as it's realistic. Don't put nothing with no crazy stuff on it.
Alright.
So you get the classic donks or whatever, the custom donks or whatever it's called. You can have the little 28-inch rims on it. That's cool. Don't get nothing like crazy after. You know what I'm saying? Keep it realistic.
Okay.
Yep.
How about armor?
Yeah, no armor. Keep it at 0. No bulletproof tires neither. You cannot have bulletproof tires. So yeah, baseball bat, wrench, and the hammer. That's the only weapons you can have as a junior. Baseball bat, wrench, hammer.
What's the darkest tint we're allowed to have?
3, I believe, right before limo.
The dark smoke?
I believe so, yeah. I think somebody else just left.
What about the armor? Are we allowed to have the armor maxed out?
0.
0? Alright.
Yeah.
What are we allowed to have racing brakes on the car?
Yeah, we don't care about nothing else except for the engine, transmission.
Okay.
So what's not allowed as a junior? You cannot do any priorities. The priority is anything that will involve a cop. So no stealing, killing, kidnapping, robbing, running from cops. You can't do nothing like that. Nothing like that at all. You get caught, you get in trouble. Most likely sent back to training. No stealing cars. You can't steal AI vehicles neither. You cannot steal AI vehicles. No aggression unless it's in self-defense or if you fear for your life. Only time you can be aggressive as a junior is in self-defense or if you fear for your life. No stealing. You can't steal nothing. Basically, out the store, nothing. No gang activity. Gang activity is shootouts, kidnappings, robbings, things like that. If you get involved in any of that, you will get in trouble. So you will have friends and stuff, that are seniors in advance that go steal, kill, rob, and all that. You cannot be with them, and if they getting shot at, you gotta run. Don't try to fight back. Don't sit there. Just run out the way. Very simple. No vehicle or foot pursuit. Yeah, what's up?
So, how do you pretty much how do you make your money? Like, how do you get money?
We got jobs and stuff. Like I said, I'm gonna go over that for the ones that pass. If I talk about all that now, it's gonna make it even longer.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah. No vehicle or foot pursuits, so don't run from cops. Just pull over, take your ticket as a junior. When you become a senior, you can run from them on foot if you got a reason. I got weed in the car, I got illegal guns, something like that. Once you become an advanced, you can drive away. You can speed off on them if you got a reason. If you do run from cops, make sure you have a reason. You cannot just take off. You will get in trouble. That's for seniors and advanced only. As a junior, do not run at all. The general rules is for everybody, senior, advanced, junior, everybody. No explosives or explosive weapons, RPGs, grenades, sticky bombs, nothing like that. No military vehicles like the Insurgent or the Night Shark. No bulletproof tires. The only people who can have bulletproof tires are advanced when they buy the armored vehicles, the benefactor, whatever, blah blah blah. If it's an armored vehicle, it'll come stock with bulletproof tires. Advanced are the only people that can buy those vehicles. So if you get caught with bulletproof tires and you're not advanced, you will get in trouble.
So I got a question.
Yeah.
So if we get pulled over, do we have to join a certain voice chat or?
Traffic stop.
Okay.
no aggression towards any junior stiff unless you are well provoked and got a good reason. So basically, y'all can talk, talk crazy to people, but if you pull your bat out your car, your wrench out your pocket, hammer out your pocket, you might get shot. So don't jump on nobody. I mean, don't pull up on nobody trying to fight them or nothing like that.
Okay, I got a question.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay. Hello?
Yeah, you said hold on. You do something in there.
I thought my Discord glitched. I said hello.
What's happened to me?
What's up? What's your question?
So, can like slash tires as a junior do or no?
No.
No. Okay.
Alright, so yeah, no aggression towards any junior stiff unless you are well provoked and got a good reason. So basically nobody gonna be bullying y'all, nobody trying to kidnap or rob y'all, nobody can do anything like that towards a junior. Only thing we can do is shoot you or fight you or whatever if you provoke us. So if you provoke the higher risk offense, they can shoot you or punch on you or whatever. No unrealistic vehicles, no modded vehicles, basically. Do not have any modded vehicles. No LEO or fire EMS impersonation without approval. Don't act like a cop, firefighter, nothing like that. No COVID-19 scenes. Do not speak on it. Don't talk about it. People in real life situation involving COVID, so do not talk about COVID at all. No stealing government-owned vehicles. Can't steal cop cars, fire trucks, EMS, nothing like that. Everything you use must be owned in Discord. So for the ones that pass, we'll go more in depth in this. But we got vehicles, weapons, houses, phones, drugs, med kits, body armor, alcohol. We got a bunch of stuff that you can buy in Discord. If you don't have it owned in Discord, you will get in trouble. So, like I said, for the ones that pass, I will go more in depth in this after the test.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
For the license plate on the vehicles, is there a what are you allowed to have for the license plate?
You can have custom if you got the little app to make your license plate custom. You can have the custom plate.
Okay.
No sexual scenes. Don't talk about intercourse, rape, condoms, dildos, porn magazines, nothing like that. You get caught saying it, you will get in trouble. We can also look it up. So we can look up a single word. If your name popped up with that word, you will get in trouble. So we can look up sex, porn, condom, dildo, anything like that a month later. If your name pop up, you will get in trouble that month later. So don't ever talk about it. No scenes involving suicide or suicidal threats. Don't talk about hanging, killing, slashing, getting broken, nothing like that. People went through a real life situation involving suicide, so do not speak on suicide at all. If you get tased by a cop, do not move for 15 seconds. If you get tased by a cop, do not move for 15 seconds. The tasers are flare guns. If you get tased, the tasers are flare guns. If you catch on fire, that means you got tased. If your character catches on fire, that means the taser hit you. Do not move for 15 seconds if you catch on fire. You cannot run from cops in supercars, hypercars, or aircraft. So, Legendary Motorsports, you bought a car from there, it might be a supercar or something. Do not run from cops in that vehicle. Only advanced can run from cops in the vehicle. Like I said, if it's a supercar, do not run from a cop. You cannot steal vehicles without a reason. You gotta have a reason to steal a vehicle, kill, rob, whatever. You always gotta have a reason for everything. You cannot pay someone to murder someone else. No hitman. Don't go in the auto shop unless it says open. Always check the business open and close tab. Do not talk outside of RP or out of character unless you go to a 10-1 voice chat. That's the only place you can talk out of RP or out of character. If you can real estate agents. So like I said, everything you do is must be on the Discord. We do got real estate agents. They will tag your names if you buy a property. They'll put a picture of your property so everybody know that's no property. Everything y'all own now, y'all still will have. Like I said, if you do not own it in Discord, you're not using cars, weapons, houses. Y'all all got all of those right now. Do not use any of that unless you buy it in Discord. Like I said, for the ones that pass, I'll go more in depth in there. This is a life RP. Make sure y'all remember that. This is a life RP. Nobody can tell you your character is dead except for yourself. No mapping. That's pretty much it. Everything else I did go over this on this test. y'all got any questions before y'all take the test?
Yeah, when you say 10-1, you just mean 101 or 10, like 10-01?
Nah, 10, the number 10 and the number 1.
Alright, thanks.
Wait, yeah, that question you just said, you said the number 10 and the number 1.
That's for out of RP, out of character. We go to that voice chat to talk out of RP and out of character.
Oh, okay.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do we have to have like a backstory or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
This ain't on the test neither, but once you become a senior or a basic, there is a second character application, so you can have 2 people for RP. Only if your request gets accepted. It's very easy. So you can have your little person that got in trouble. If you feel like switching your life around, you can go to second character application. You'll have the second character as well.
Okay.
Any questions? Yep, no problem. Alright, so no more questions. Everybody scroll up right below in-game interaction. Right below it says Civ test. Right below in-game interactions it says Civ test. Click on Civ test, you'll see Rose is the one that posted it. Do not click the link yet. Do not click the link. Let me know if you cannot find Civ test.
I can't find it right now.
Who said that?
Young Porter.
I click down on the arrow.
When you click down on the arrow. Oh yeah. If your civilian training, if it says civilian training, you'll see a bunch of voice chats and stuff. Click down on there. Click on civilian training, it'll pop it down.
Okay, I see civilian training game. Civilian test? That's what you said?
Civ test, yep.
Right.
Don't click the link yet. Do not click the link.
Okay.
Can anybody not see Civ test? Alright. 1 second, I'm gonna have to do that.
What did you just say?
Somebody else moved up away from the mission. Something like that.
Wait, so we just wait right now?
Yep.
Okay.
Right, I'll wait on to let you know the test will be 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, I will come back to the voice chat. Do not text me that you're done. I will know when everybody is finished with the test, so do not text me I'm done or nothing like that. I'll leave the voice chat. Everybody mute mics will be on mute before I leave. I will be peeking, so if I look at the Discord and I see your mic is unmuted, I'm disconnecting you automatically. Do not unmute your mics the whole time until I come back and let you know when it's unmuted. Yeah, he ain't texting me, so I'm gonna go ahead and start this training and these tests. Let me open it for you. Alright, everybody mute your mics real quick. Everybody mute your mic. Everybody mute. Young Porter.
I'm trying to get back to that,
Phone. There we go. You said Young Porter?
I'm trying to get back to that, okay, me.
Alright, so
Thank you there.
I'm gonna go ahead and open the test right now. Go ahead and click on the link now.
Ladies.
No more questions, not unmute your mics. So do not unmute your mics or you automatically fail.
I'll go get her. Yeah.
My balls, kid.
Mutual Insurance. How can we help you? I'll look into it. Morse Mutual. We're here to help. I can do that.
Alright, I'm gonna give the last person who taking, I'm gonna give you like 3 minutes and we done. Alright, so I got 19 responses. If you ain't done, it's too bad. I'm about to close the test and grade them. So don't unmute your mics. Give me a second. All right, so everybody else that shared, y'all passed. There was only 2 that failed. Okay. So what I need y'all to do, I need if you got PS4 and PS5 only. If you got PS4, PS5, send me a period to my DM. Send me a period to my DM. PS4, PS5. Just send me a period.